guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how I created this look, but I'm being a little bit sneaky. I did not come up with this look today. I was having a look through my Instagram. I remember doing this specific makeup look, which is right here. It is a look that I did in March 2015, so it's almost 2.5 years ago. It was actually one of my first looks to get reposted by a big makeup account, so I was looking at it and now I'm like, it's not that good. So I thought I would recreate it using my kind of tips and techniques that I have now and products that I have now. I've got a few first impressions here, so it's just going to be a normal makeup tutorial but with a little twist. If you guys would like to see how I created this look, then please stay tuned. Hello! I'm going to show you how I did this. Well, to be specific, I'm going to show you how I created this look right here. I significantly remember this look because it was one of the first that got reposted on a big account, and it was on the 16th of March 2015. So that, my friends, was about 2.5 years ago. So I'm going to recreate this look using new techniques, new products, and I'm basically just going to do it better than I did back then. I'm going to zoom you in and we're going to do this. Whee! First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare my eye, and I'm going to use Lay Low Paint Pot by MAC. I'm going to just put that on all over my lid with my beauty blender right up to the brow bone. And the reason I use a beauty blender is I just think it's really quick and easy. I'm just going to pop it underneath my eyes though. The palette that I've used is a new palette. This is the Pure Soiree Diaries palette. And I got it today actually. I just got it today and I just thought it looks really nice. Nice colours, it's nice packaging, it's like marble, if you can see. Yeah, it just looks lovely, and it's got a nice mirror on the top, one of the good mirrors as well. So yeah, I just thought I would like to use it, and it's actually really gorgeous and it's really easy to use as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Private Party just here, and I'm going to load that up on my brush, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. I'm going to zoom you out a little bit, I just feel a little bit too close, it's just freaking me out. Okay, now I'm going to swap my brush and I'm going to take the shade Splurge just here. It's a really lovely transition shade on my Smith 232, and I'm just going to start building that up in the crease. And you can just use this like normal back-to-back strokes, building it up little bits at a time. I'm just dabbing into the product and I'm going to bring that right into the crease. And I like to turn my brush on its side just to start blending that out. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Stunner just here, which is a really lovely warm brown, and I'm going to start building that up on the outer corner onto the lid a little bit, still using the Smith 232, and then I'm going to start bringing that into the crease. So I'm bringing that right into the inner corner. I'm going to start just smoothing that out, and then under my eye I'm just going to pack that on just here. Because I've started using the wipe again just to clean it all up, you don't need to worry about what's going on down there. Now that shade just blends super easily. I'm going to take the shade Socialite and I'm just going to smooth that down at the brow a little bit. So with a clean brush I'm just going to make sure that it's all blending nicely. Now I'm going to take the shade Snazzy and I'm going to push that on the outer corner. And I'm just using my Zoeva 224 to place that product on and then blend it in. Then swapping back to my brush with the warm brown and just using that to blend it out. Oh, a little eyelash just fell off my brush, that was scary. Now I'm going to go in with my Sigma E47 brush. This is a really nice tapered little blending brush. And I'm going to go in with the shade Epic, just here. Darkest colour. And I'm just going to put that under my lash line. Actually, I'm not using that brush. I'm going to use my Zoeva 231 brush instead, which is just a little firm brush. And I'm also going to go on top with the shade Snazzy, so it's a little bit more purpley. Now, while I've got this brush, I'm actually going to go in with Snazzy and I'm going to push it on the outer corner. Now, I'm going to go in with my brush that I used to put the first shade down. I'm going to go back in with that one and a little bit of Mogul, and I'm just going to pat that onto my lid to make sure everything's properly matte. This looks a bit messy just now, but do not fret. Now the only thing that concerns me about this palette is that there's no black eyeshadow and there's no light shimmer. The lightest shimmer is this one here, and it is gorge. It's really, really, really pretty, but it's just not light enough for an inner corner. My hand's an absolute mess now. I'm not worried about the fallout because I'm going to tidy all that up in a bit. I'm going to go in with the Melt Cosmetics Dark Matter eyeshadow. It's my favourite black eyeshadow at the moment, and I'm going to use that on the little Sigma brush, the E47. This shadow, I'm just going to place it where I want it, and I'm going to blend it later because it's very pigmented. And I'm going to bring that underneath my eye a little bit, just mostly on the outer corner. Back into Stunner, the nice warm shade, and I'm just going to blend that up. These shadows layer really nicely, but it does take a little bit of going backwards and forwards. Before we clean it up, I'm going to put my liner on. So on the top, I'm going to use my NYX Epic Ink Liner, which is my favourite liquid liner. And then I'm actually going to use the Tarteist Dual Ended. So this does have a liquid liner on it, which I do like, but I prefer the NYX one. But this has a really good kohl pencil that I really like that I'm going to use. So I'm going to do that first, and then the liquid liner. So I'm just going to tight line my eye. And you can see how black that is. So I tight line it right into the inner corner, and then I'm just going to do that little upper bit. That makes my eyes water like crazy though. And I'm also going to drag that kohl down a little bit just onto my lash line. And this stuff's super creamy, it just works straight away. And then I'm going to blend that kohl pencil. You can see how much smokier and darker that is. Much better. Now I'm going to do my liner, and I'm just going to do it to the end of my eye. So it's super easy. And then to blend that in, I'm just going to go in with the little Sigma brush and the black eyeshadow again. And you just blend the very end of the liner away with the black eyeshadow. Now before we clean up, I'm going to use my Becca Opal and my shader brush from Dose of Colours to highlight my brow bone. And I do this pretty heavily for this look because it also helps blend up here. So I bring it right down. And then because I wanted the inner corner to pop a little bit more, I'm going to use my Laura Geller Gilded Honey in there as well, and that just makes it totally pop. Pop. And now for the very satisfying part of cleaning it up. And I just look in the mirror and look at both my eyes, and I'm just going to follow. If you don't have nails like me to get a nice clean line, you can use like the corner of a credit card or like your tweezers. You can put your tweezers on your wipe and use that as a nice straight edge. But if you've got nails, it's really easy. You can just clean it all right up. I'm going to finish my eye now and my brows and see if it's even, because I don't know until I've done that. So the lashes I'm using are the Lily lashes in the style Mykonos. So I'm just going to give these a trim and glue them up. I'm just going to chuck on the Rimmel Scandalise Reloaded. This is a really good mascara if you just want thick black eyelashes nice and quickly. So I'm just going to chuck that on. It's got a nice chunky brush, and it's one of those formulas that's kind of clumpier, so you can really build up your lashes. Now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Benefit Roller Lash just on top, make sure the lashes are all separated, and this just helps kind of lock in the product because the roller lash really does not come off. While I'm waiting for the mascara and the lash to dry, I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows. Now the picture that I showed you before, I had actually shaved off half of my eyebrows because I thought it was a good idea so I could draw them on super high and have the fierceness and the realness of a drag queen, and I did. But I was lucky enough that the tails of my brows did grow back. I think some people might have tried the same technique and their brows never really grew back. Would I do it again? Probably not, just because I feel like I've learned how to fill my brows in properly for me. So I'm just going to use my Brow Wiz in medium brown, and I'm just going to fill in the tail of the brow mostly. Make sure I get that nice sharp line underneath. And I like to just fill in the front part as well, just where my brows are the most sparse. And then if you feel like you've used too much product, you just use the spoolie, which breaks it up a little bit. And then I'm going to use my Couture Brow by YSL. I actually really like this stuff. It's just like a brow mascara. It's pretty solid. You can build it right up as well like a mascara. It makes your brows look nice and thick, and it's also got a nice strong colour payoff. So it actually does look like you've tinted your brows. Once your lash is ready, just pop it on from the outer corner in. The next thing that I did was I got my Shape Tape in the shade Tan Sand, which is thereabouts my skin colour right now. So actually it's a little bit darker, but I'm trying the tan life if you hadn't heard. The brush I like to use for this is the concealer brush from Dose of Colours. It's a really good brush. And I just pick up some of that concealer and we're just going to sharpen up the eyeshadow and then go around the brow as well. So I start from about here. And then I just drag that concealer down. And then what you can do is you can kind of bring the line down from the top of the brow to meet the wing. And that just gives you that total sharp, I don't know, edge, I guess. I'm just going to blend that concealer into my skin a little bit. And it looks a bit crazy just now, but once you get your foundation on, it totally completes the look. Now I'm going to zoom you out. Whee! Above the brow, I actually like to go in with my brow pencil and just make sure there's no gap where you can see my skin. Now I'm going to finish my skin. I'm going to spray my B6 spray. No, this is the Quick Fix Hydra Charged Complexion Priming Spray from Urban Decay. It's got coconut water in it, which is going to totally fix my skin. I'm going to spray my U-Tan and Tone Coconut Tanning Mist. To be honest, you don't really need both of those, but I would always pick the tanning one. If it was during the day, I would definitely put my Heliotropic SPF on by Kypress, but it's actually night time and I'm going to go to the gym, so I'm just going to take my makeup off. So I'm just going to put my Kypress Antioxidant Dew Serum. This is just one of my most favourite things in my new skin routine. It's really beautiful, it's super hydrating, and it just makes my foundation go on really nice. Oh, the dewiness. And then I'm going to take my Old Faithful Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate Oil. Still use this every day. I use a lot of skincare day and night. I do have a new video on it if you want to see it. My skin, I'm sure if you've watched me for a while, you can see I've actually got a couple of spots here, but my skin's not been this good in such a long time, and I go into depth in what I use and stuff in my new skincare video, so you can look at that if you want. The foundation I'm going to use today is the NYX Total Control Foundation Drops. Oh my goodness, my favourite thing in the entire world. So I'm going to use the shade Golden, which I need to give a shake, and I'm going to use the shade Buff as well because this is a little bit too dark. Don't drip. And I'm going to use the shade Buff. Right, I don't know if that's going to be enough, but let's just try it. And I'm going to use my FAVE new brush, the Blank Canvas Cosmetics F08 brush. I'll zoom you out a little bit so you can see properly. And I just absolutely love this foundation. It's my new favourite. I've used it every day now for like over a week. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then because I've done the concealer already around my eyebrows and my eyes, I don't even need to go close to them. And the concealer blends into the foundation not bad at all. It's super easy. It's not too dewy, but it's definitely not too matte either. It's like my perfect finish. If you've not tried it, just go to a NYX counter and try it out. I'm going to use a little bit of Shape Tape just right at the centre of my face to make sure everything blends together, just here. I'm just going to push that in. We're all good. Jesus, if you could see that the mess that I have made in the last couple of days filming this many videos, I do not know where anything is. I'm going to use the Zoeva 134 brush with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade 2. And I'm just going to powder under my eyes. This really is, truly is my favourite powder. It's so gorgeous. And I'm just going to do my smile lines, my chin, and in between my brows and my forehead. Now I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in the shade, I don't know, but I absolutely love this bronzer. Go and check them out, they don't have that many shades. And I'm just going to bronze up my face. It goes on so natural. I like to do it under my jaw. And then I just bring it down my neck a little bit. And my little forehead. All the usual spots. And I'm just using my Charlotte Tilbury blush brush. I'm going to take my Sculpt and Glow brush from Charlotte Tilbury also. And I'm just going to use this product to slightly contour. I'm just kind of building up the product just right at the contours. Like, what other bronzer can you put that much on and still see a glow through the skin? Do you know what I mean? Obsessed. And I'm actually going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette in this middle contour colour because I do actually really like it. And I'm going to just apply that to the very hollows of my non-existent cheekbones. Cool. Actually, I'm going to use that same shade and I'm going to slightly contour my nose. To highlight my face, I'm going to use my Becca Opal, my one true love. I'm just going to use my tiny little Luxe Powder Fusion brush, the same brush I used to powder under my eyes. Well, not the same brush, but the same type of brush. And I'm just going to use that at the very highest spots, just to highlight right there. I've noticed since I started looking after my skin a little bit more, my highlight just goes on so much better. It must be the world recognising my strengths and my struggles. Okay, we need to Tin Man this nose. And I'm going to do my Cupid's bow as well. Right, I'm going to scoot off and find a lipstick because I actually don't know what one I'm going to use and I'm going to be right back. I had an idea. I got this today. Oh, look. And see, when I opened it, look at this. Oh! Maybelline sent me a huge big thing of lip products. And I was just thinking, I was like, I want to try something different for this colour. And I found one! So I'm going to line my lips first with NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Club Hopper. And then I'm going to use Maybelline's number 885. Lipstick in the shade Midnight Merlot. It's going to be nice. So I usually just do this and rub off any excess that wants to come off. Okay, let's have a look and see what this looks like. So it's Maybelline 885 Midnight Merlot and it says bold on it. So they must have kind of different textures, but I'm going to try this. Ooh, good pigment. Smells nice. I like that a lot. I'm going to do my usual thing and I'm going to pat it in with my finger even though it's dark. I just got it all over my piercing. Ah! Okay, I'm going to go back in with my lip liner and just neaten up any edges, but it does look really good. Just gonna take my hair down. I wonder if I look like that. Wow. One major difference I'm noticing is my lipstick's a little bit darker and it's not glossy, so I want to make it glossy. I think what I might do is I'm going to take some Skinny Dip by Suede and put it on the back of my hand first because I'm not about to get this applicator all messed up. It smells so good this time. I'm going to get it with my finger. That did not work. It's worked a little bit, but all my lipstick's come off now. Okay, I actually quite like that. I'm going to try add a little bit of just normal gloss though. Right, I'm just going to put some of this gloss on top. This is the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Obsessed. I can dig it. I like that a lot. I'd never do glossy lips. That applicator's good as well. It's like a weird doe foot. That's shiny. Okay, now I feel like I look like that photo. My hair's just dark and straight. I want that hair. Ah, and I've got my hoodie on. I've got my hoodie on because I'm about to go to the gym. That is miserable. I should be going out to show the world my face. Okay, I'm done. Woo! So you guys, that is me finished the look. I'll show you again. So that is the picture. I look a lot paler and a lot moodier. And this is my recreation. I think I'm putting on a face like that, to be honest. I obviously prefer this look because I'm not a child. This was 2.5 years ago. My eyebrows have grown back. My eyeshadow is more blended. Yeah, things are just a bit better, to be honest. So yeah, this is the look. Let me know if you like this idea. I would be more than happy to recreate some more of my old looks if you wanted. I know I used to play around with a lot more colour and things like that. The reason I picked this look is because I don't actually have any, like I don't have that many makeup tutorials with this strong wing and like dark inner waterline. Is that what it's called? That is it, you guys. I hope you liked it, and apart from that, I will see you in the next video. Love you, bye!